And welcome back to Morning Coffee. I'm Kristen Battistella, your co-host for What to Watch. We have a special guest with us today, Emily DiPrimio. Emily is 14 years old, and she has co-written and directed a film called Carver. Now, Emily, the production company is called Little Red Wagon Films.
Yes.
How did you come up with your company?
Well, that's my dad's production company because he makes films, and so I kind of just been with that production company. So that's where it came up with.
So is that where your interest in filmmaking began? It's a family project?
Yeah, definitely. I've been, like, every summer when I was younger, it's like, what movie are we making this time? So it's always a big part of my life.
Okay. You're 14 now. What school do you go to, may I
I'm
ask?
homeschooled, actually.
Okay. So you have a free limit and range to explore your filmmaking inspirations?
Yeah, it's easier, definitely.
But now Carver is going to be at the Real East Film Festival. Now, how did you come up with that association?
They actually approached us
Wow.
asking if Carver could open their festival, which was like amazing because they
Very
haven't
cool.
seen the movie and they're putting trust in me, hoping that it's good.
You do have a trailer online.
Yeah, we have a teaser trailer online.
And it's a horror movie.
He's a slasher film.
Now, you're 14. Is it a PG-13 horror movie? Or is it scary?
It's not. I think it's a little scary. It's not PG-13 though, kind of for language and violence. I think a lot of slasher films usually aren't PG-13.
Yes, that's true. Tell us. Now, you filmed all over New Jersey to
Yeah.
film this. It's slasher that takes place in a barn, you said.
Yeah.
And it's 80s style
80s
design.
style slasher.
What made you want to film it that way?
Well, the best slasher films, I think, were made in the 80s, and those are the ones I enjoy watching the most. So I definitely wanted to take from that to put in that in my movie.
Well, what are some of the places that you filmed?
We filmed in Pittman. We filmed in Swedesboro, Estelle Manor, Vineland. We filmed a lot in Vineland.
You're from Vineland originally?
Yeah, I'm from Vineland.
Okay. So am I. Was it difficult bringing all your equipment around to all your different
We
areas?
had a cinematographer, Troy Bakewell, and he had a grip truck, so he kind of brought everything, which was nice to have, but it was parking that, which was always interesting, finding a spot for that.
Did you use a lot of newer equipment, or recently the trend is camera phones in order to
Yeah,
film?
we used, I think we shot on the Red. Yes, we shot on the Red.
Red? What is
Yeah.
red?
It's
Explain that.
a camera. It's a type of camera.
Yes, give us the technical details for us non-technical folks.
We didn't. A lot of it was Troy's equipment that we used. We used some of ours.
No
for-
old-fashioned film reels.
No,
and
we didn't use
weaving
that.
it through.
It was SD cards.
Oh, okay. Now that's pretty neat. So then you could just stick it in the computer. Do you have editing software that
Yeah,
you
we
did?
used Premiere,
Wow.
Adobe.
So you said you had a lot of actors. Was it difficult directing that many people?
Not necessarily because they were all very good and they always listened to me, which was nice. They were all pretty easy to work with, so that definitely helped me because it was my first time directing. And the first day that we filmed, we shot a scene with the main cast, which is 6 people.
Oh.
So that was good just to kind of get my feet wet and work with basically the entire main cast the first day. So that was.
They're all older than you are?
Yeah, they're in their 20s.
Oh, and so you knew them before?
No, only one actress I knew before out of the main cast.
Very cool.
I knew her for about 5 years before filming.
And this was your directorial debut?
Yes.
So what made you want to make that leap from being in your family production to directing?
I always wanted to try directing because I was curious about it, and after co-writing Carver, I really wanted to direct it. And it just always seemed interesting to me, and being kind of the boss, I guess.
Wanted to be the boss?
Yeah, I wanted to be the boss, and so Carver was a very good film to start directing in.
But you had co-written?
Mhm.
Had you written films prior?
No, that was my first time
Wow.
really writing a full script. I mean, I had little ideas or little short stories, but this is my first like feature film
Oh.
that we wrote
How
out.
long is it? What is the length?
75 minutes.
Okay, wow. And it's at the Real East Film Festival, August 21st.
Yeah.
21st, 22nd, 23rd is when it runs.
Yeah.
But you're the premiere film, the opening gala.
Yeah, it's 7:30.
Yes.
That's when it starts.
Is that exciting?
Yeah, it's really exciting because I've never been to a festival where my movie's there,
Ah,
so that's gonna be different. I'm doing a Q&A after, and I think that would be fun.
yes. Is that what's more exciting, or is the production what you prefer?
I like doing a little bit of everything. Pre-production's a lot of fun because you're kind of seeing everything come together because you can pick out wardrobe and start rehearsals. Filming's fun. Filming's Yeah, it can get crazy though because it's late nights and 3 a.m.
That's
filming.
true. A horror movie, you're doing scary
Yeah.
overnight work.
Especially when we're like filming in my backyard and our neighbors come over to ask if we're okay, and that's always fun. But post-production is kind of scary because it's usually the first time you're watching all the footage and you don't know if you missed something or something doesn't work out, so it's a little scary. But once it's done, then it's very rewarding, I think.
So did you do the editing as well?
We edited it
In what, just software design and
Adobe
computers
Premiere.
these days? Okay.
and we had Blix YZ did the sound and engineering on it, and Spirit Animal did the coloring.
Getting high tech.
Yeah.
What about all the is it gory?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gory, all
Nice
practical
blood.
effects.
All practical.
No
That's
CGI.
nice. Very nice. Well, CGI, I guess, is easy to do at home, but that's not as fun.
Yeah, it's not as fun. I don't think it takes me out of the moment because I know it's not real. But my dad and our special effects artist came up with called the Red Viper. It's a fire extinguisher, and so you fill that up with blood, and then you like attach it with a tube and
that
everything.
sounds very cool. That's
It's
tempting.
awesome.
That's
Everywhere
very
we go, we bring the Red Viper with us.
tempting. You didn't bring it here?
No, because it's really dirty. We haven't cleaned it off since the last shoot.
That's okay. It's okay. We can get a little
But
blood splatter on set.
chairs
That's all
are
right.
nice.
Yeah, we'll cover them up. They can be washed.
Yeah.
Were there ever any problems with those kind of effects on set?
No, I mean no, we didn't have any big problems. I mean, sometimes it would like shoot out the bottom of the prosthetic, but it usually looked okay. Like it wasn't
That's
that bad. We never had anything really. I don't think we had anything really bad happen where it was. Oh no,
Knock on
the
wood.
scene's ruined. Yeah, but
No jinx on set? No. Carver. What got you interested in horror?
well, my dad makes horror movies, and he would always kind of watch them around me. So that really got me into them. I just think they're really fun to watch, so I wanted to make one.
Do you have a favorite inspiration?
I love Shaun of the Dead. That's probably my favorite movie, and I love Halloween and The Conjuring. I thought was really good. I enjoyed that movie a lot.
But Carver's a slasher. You didn't make.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
didn't
make
make
a
a ghost
zombie movie. You
movie.
didn't make a ghost movie.
No,
Ah,
but Halloween's a slasher, and I really
that's true.
took things from that.
Has the industry changed in that way? Some of the big productions have gone too far with a lot of the gore, a lot of the nudity. Lost some of that.
Sometimes, because certain like nudity scenes I don't think are always necessary, but sometimes they work for the story and they are necessary. But I mean, there's no nudity in
What about
Carver.
gore? Is there too much torture porn these days?
Yeah, kind of. But I like some gore, but sometimes it can get too far, I think. It can get a little too far.
Well, as a writer, you're more interested in presenting the story
Yeah,
rather
exactly.
than just the visual splatter.
The story should come first before like shock value and like how hot your lead is, I think.
Do you have other director inspirations that you try and follow?
Well, Alfred Hitchcock, I think, is pretty amazing. Quentin Tarantino, obviously. You kind of have to love him, I think. Edgar Wright, John Carpenter. I think Jodie Foster is a really great director because I just kind of started watching Orange is the New Black, and she directed
I was surprised, yeah.
the
that she
pilot
directed a couple
episode.
episodes, yeah.
They're amazing. I think she's great.
Was that what you're going to do next? Comedy?
I don't know. I mean, I want to try all different genres because I don't want to like.
Do you intend to stay local in smaller productions, or do you intend to go big film school and far away?
I think I want to be able to do this as like forever. I just want to continue doing it and make this my job. And if that means going Hollywood, then obviously I'll do it. But I've never been on a big Hollywood set. So I definitely think it'd be a transition for me going from indie where you have to do everything basically. And
Right.
that would definitely be different for me because
Big
I do a
difference.
lot of like costume designing on
Oh, okay.
and I come up with a lot of stuff. And I think that would be different to let someone else do that and put like my trust in someone. So I think that'd be different for
I
me.
don't know that I could do that.
But I would like to try it because those people are all professional and really talented.
That's true. But that's tough as a director, though, isn't it, though? Giving away
Yeah.
a little piece of
'Cause
something of your
I
set.
think directors usually have some say at the end of the day. They do, but
But costume design. I guess Carver, you didn't have to do much.
not a
costume
lot. I mean, I
production.
basically like came up with what every character was going to be wearing, and then we did a lot of thrift shopping.
Yeah, was it set in the 80s?
No, it's
Okay,
set
it is modern.
now.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. My gosh. If you could cast someone famous, would you?
In Carver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the actors I had were really great, but it's always good to have a celebrity, get more people out usually.
Like who? Do you have favorites?
I really love Tatiana Maslany.
I have no idea.
She's on Orphan Black, which is like my favorite show right now, and she's the
yeah,
lead, and she
okay.
plays like 10 characters. She's amazing. I'm like obsessed with her right now.
Well, Carver is your directorial debut.
Yes.
It's full length. Did you do shorts before? Any kind of mini productions?
I mean, I worked on them, but I was never the director.
What other working did you do?
For Love of Zombies, I did Slate and script supervisor.
Wait, for Love of Zombies.
For Love of Zombies.
Tell us about that one.
That was a short my dad did 5 years ago.
Is that a comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Ah,
Horror
it's a
comedy.
good mix.
Yeah.
And was that doing the fun, same thing, zombie gore and costuming?
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was different. Because that was like really the first that I was really allowed to be on all the time.
That's true.
Because Sorrow Hill,
Mhm.
I was 7. So I wasn't really allowed to be on that set
So
all the time.
Quite young.
Yeah.
Quite young. That's funny. But you've not acted?
No, I've acted. I was
Okay.
acting before I did any of crew work. I was acting.
Which do you like more, being in front or behind the camera?
They both are very different, but I think I like being behind a little more
Really?
because, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I make
what's
weird facial
that?
expressions sometimes.
That's okay. Hey, some movies, that's what they want.
Yeah, but I think I'm better behind the camera than in front.
Really? Now you've directed. Is there another position behind the camera that you would want to do?
Not really. I like directing.
Oh, she's got the bug.
I know, I got the
She's
bug.
got the
It's
bug.
happened.
What else do you have in the works?
I'm currently working on a web series for Eli Roth's Decrypt called
Wow.
Violet.
Okay, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's really
so
exciting.
this is series. How many episodes?
9.
9. Wow. So is that tougher? Because that's a lot longer.
Well, they're webisodes, so they're all about 8 minutes long. So at the end, it's about a full-length movie.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
kind of like just shooting another
Okay.
movie. Like not each episode was an hour long. They're all about 5 to 12 minutes, I think, they
That's
range.
nice. Are you interested in doing something bigger and longer?
Yeah, I would. I mean, honestly, I want to kind of try everything. I'd like to do a TV show, a movie,
Yeah.
plays. I would do a play.
Do you have your own YouTube channel?
No, I
No.
don't. I have like Instagram and stuff.
Tisk tisk. Is that the way that the industry is going to go, where things are going to be the new online originals and YouTube stars coming up?
Yeah, a lot of YouTube stars are coming up. Like some have TV shows now,
Mhm.
or some are in movies, and I think it's a good way to get noticed. But I don't know if that would necessarily like last forever,
That's
because I
true.
don't know if YouTube will last forever. I think it's
Mhm.
happening right
As
now,
much as
but
we're looking at the change now.
yeah, because things change. Like Netflix,
Mhm.
5 years ago wasn't as popular as it is now.
There you go. You could have a Netflix show.
Yeah, I could have a Netflix show. Who knows?
But Carver was a Kickstarter campaign
Yes.
for part of your funding?
Yeah.
So how long did that take to do?
Like the process of it, like
Mhm.
filming the video. Well, we filmed the pitch video in June of 2013, and then we put it up in September. And that whole Kickstarter was about 25 days of craziness.
Okay. And that was enough for what you had needed to film?
Yeah, we got $32,000 from it, and we got like an executive producer who we still talk to and we still collaborate
Fancy.
with.
Very fancy. And that was what you needed? You didn't have any shortchanging or low budget fixes on set?
I mean, there's times when like the slate would break and we need to make one out of duct tape, but we were
That's
low
okay.
budget, we were still indie, but that money definitely helped make Carver.
With that kind of Kickstarter campaigning and new technologies, is there more opportunity for independence or less?
I think there's more opportunities because, 10 years ago,
Is there?
you had to make it on your own.
Mhm.
But Kickstarter and Indiegogo, just a lot of like crowdfunding campaigns. You definitely get noticed more, especially with the internet and everything. It's easier to get noticed than it was before.
Is Carver going to show elsewhere after the Real East Film Festival?
We don't know right now. We're talking to a few people about possibly like buying the movie, but
I guess that's where independent becomes tough. You
Yeah.
don't have a distribution or a lot of backing.
because
I
we
mean,
want to.
even big films. have
we
tough
want to
times.
do a festival run with it. I think that'd be really fun.
That's true.
Traveling with the movie.
That's true. I guess that's a lot of new things now. Festival or video on demand. I
Yeah.
guess. But have you encountered any trouble because you say, well, it's young, it's directed by a 14-year-old girl? Does someone brush you off?
Not really. I think everyone's just kind of excited about it. I think everyone's just kind of curious. Like they're like, oh, you're a 14-year-old girl. Let's see how this turns out.
Is that because you're young? Because you're a young lady? Is it because it's a horror movie?
I think it's all of it, honestly. All of it.
Does that bother you?
Not really. I mean, I kind of just want to prove that not only guys can make horror movies.
That's true. That's true. Because,
Yeah.
you know, it seems like there isn't a lot of diversity or a lot of women in Hollywood these days. It seems like there's less and less female directors or female studio heads.
Yeah, I mean, things are, I think, better now than they were before. I think that we're definitely moving forward when it comes to females in Hollywood, but we still have some more to go. But I definitely think we're moving forward right now.
Good. So, did I ask you what you're going to do next? You're doing your mini webisodes.
Yeah.
What else do you have in the future?
We're writing right now,
Ah.
writing a few scripts, but nothing major.
Well, how do you balance between doing school at home and your
Well, I
scripts?
do all my school in the morning,
Okay.
so then I can, or I'll do it at night sometimes.
Every day free.
But I have to finish school first before I do anything else.
And then you just do your filming strictly in the summers?
So it seems that way. We wasn't filming on like the hottest day of the year, but it would be nice to film in the fall.
Isn't that,
would be very
isn't that what
nice.
we say inevitably when you're filming in winter? It was winter set scenes is when you're in the middle of June.
Exactly. We were filming a movie set in October,
Set in
in
October.
June,
Okay.
and we were all sweating.
Wow. And you did a lot of thrift shopping to get all
Yeah.
your props and everything.
A lot of
That's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, queen of the thrift shops. We were talking about records last week. That's all right.
records are nice.
Yes. Did I ask you everything? How long have we been here chatting? Are we getting carried away?
I don't know.
No. Oh, well, where can we find you? Do you have your website information?
Yes. My website is littleredwagonfilms.com.
That's
And
easy to
then,
remember.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter.
My username is just my name.
Excellent. Emily, I'm glad you were here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey. So, Carver, we have a trailer that we're
Yes.
also going to show. That is going to be so awesome, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again on Morning Coffee.
Today is the anniversary of when two of our friends went missing. Their names were Silas Cochran and Penny Doyle. The whole town went crazy looking for them. No one knows what happened.
What do you mean?
They were never found.
One game to prove we are champions. Let's go Huskies!
See, after we win that championship next Saturday, I'm going to be a legend.
We're going to own this town.
It's beautiful.
Just like you.